What we're going to do today is we're going to export a cPanel backup and import that cPanel backup and reconfigure it for a new site in a different situation on one of our cPanel servers. And so the site we're going to work on today is dfwicc.org. We're just using this as more of a template, but we're going to use the backup process to do a full backup. And I'm going to use my email address here. And we're going to generate a backup. Now, this is going to back up everything in the directory. I'm going to go back here. You know what might be the case, though? Oh, you know what? This isn't going to work. This is because once the size of a website on a HostGator server is bigger than 10 megabytes, or gigabytes rather, they don't back it up. And so this is just 2 gigabytes too big. And so that means we can't really back it up. It's literally right on the precipice of being able to be backed up. So unfortunately, we're going to have to do a different method here. Another way of cloning a website, that's the easiest way to clone a website into, it's just to do a whole backup with the cPanel. What we'll do instead of that is we're going to install something that allows us to export the DFW site's design. And we'll do this from the top, so perhaps we'll be able to migrate something another time in this fashion, but again, it has to be, generally speaking, a smaller site. This is such a great tool, all-in-one WordPress migration. It already has some backups. Maybe there's one that's recent. Let's see. 116, 114. No, that isn't 5 months ago. No, that's not going to be for us. So let's go back to export. And no, I don't know if we're going to do that. Let's see, find. Okay, we're going to use this dfwicc.org. And if I recall correctly, we wanted to tribechurches.org. I think it's the main address. Let me double check at GoDaddy here and make sure that is in fact the case. I'm just making sure that we have the DNS correct. Okay, here we are. tribechurches.org. So that's our DNS. So everywhere it says dfwicc.org, we're going to change it with that. I wonder what this is. Add advanced options. No. We'll leave all that stuff. Export to file. Okay, this is a good sign. That's the toughest thing. It's the media files. It's 24,000 of them, so that's a big file. So we're moving this website to an export file. We're going to download the export file and use it once we install all-in-one migration. In the new tribe place, we're going to use this as an import for a template. While that's cooking, I'm going to go to Rocky 8, okay? And this is the web host manager. Now think of the web host manager as the management tool for the cPanel tool. So web host manager, WHM, manages all the cPanel accounts. And list accounts, you see that we don't have any, right? This is a brand new, fresh cPanel server. I'm going to click create a new account. The domain is tribechurches.org. The username I'm going to change to tribe. Right. The password, I'm going to use a generator. I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to use it. Now, in light of that, now I'm going to do this off screen, but I'm going to go to the user management page, and I'm going to add this right now so I don't forget it. So I'm adding tribechurches.org, and then I'm writing cPanel server, key 8. And then username, tribe churches, and the password, boom. Okay. Email, right now I'm going to use, let's see if we have tribe churches. I'm going to go to the admin console and see if there's a tribe churches email. I think there is. So let's see. There's tribe AV, tribe support. Nope. That's okay. So I think I will put the cyber evangelist email in there for now. Cyber evangelist plus tribechurches.org at ust21.org. Now this business here, okay, this is important. Let me grab a notepad here. Okay, so what's going on here is Google does not only looks at this part. Anything after a plus can be whatever you want it to be. Periods don't count. Right? So if I write a new mail to Cyber Evangelist is testing, making sure this works. Okay. And I go to Cyber Evangelist. Oops, sorry. And I go to the Cyber Evangelist account. Let's see. Let's go. Holy cow. Okay. Boom. Let's see if I got it. Primary. Nope. Doesn't look like I got it. More. Maybe went to spam. Yeah. So I went to spam. But notice this looks safe. Okay. I'm a good guy. Not spam. Back to inbox. Okay. So Cyber Evangelist. Now, if I want filter messages like these from to Cyber Evangelist plus tribechurches.org at ust20.org. So any subject, okay, great filter. Forward it to no, I don't want to do that. So anyway, basically, I just set up a very clear. So if I could filter if I wanted to for something else. Like I could just mark it, or I could tab it with one of these tabs. What I will do in the future, or recommend be done in the future, is change this to whoever the web deacon is for tribe churches. So, yeah. For now, we'll leave it at that. Package says default. I'm going to assume that this is a. I just looked at this one and I saw that it's 12 gigs of storage. If you remember from here, the site is let's see, disk usage is 12 gigs, right? Roughly, or 14 even, right? Including the email and stuff. Okay. So that means I need to have that much space and plenty extra. So I'm going to set down for the type large movement site. And that's 50 gigs of storage and so on. If you see this, no, leave that alone for now. Mail router settings. We're going to leave that as is because I think that we'll use the local mail exchanger because, well, we're going to change this in a second to the Google workspace. Reseller settings. No, you don't need to be a reseller. DNS settings. Yes, yes. Okay. The domains registrar. So let's see what name servers are specified. So tribechurches.org, we're actually going to use our local name server. So we're going to leave this alone. Yeah, NS3 and NS4, that's perfect. So let's see how we're doing. Let's not save this right now. Okay. So looks like whiz bang, it's done. So we're going to go here, list accounts. And FYI, I did save the password in the Internet User Ministry list, right? But for simplicity's sake, I'm going to come here and log in this way. So now I'm looking at the actual cPanel for the tribe churches. But here's the thing. I know this IP address is not assigned yet to tribechurches.org. So I need to do two things. The first thing I need to do is go to this here, tribechurches.org, and I need to change the DNS, right, to match. It's parked, right? Name service. These DNS name servers need to match ours. So for our cluster of servers, Rocky 7, Rocky 8, these machines, they use, right? Let's see. We go back here to the home. Server configuration. Here we go. Basic setup. They use these names. So Rocky 8 and all the accounts on Rocky 8, right? This server, all the cPanel accounts. This is a web hosting server. So all the shared services accounts, including tribechurches.org, are going to use these DNS name servers, right? Only in very special and odd cases would that not be the case. And so we're going to go back to this GoDaddy, and we're going to change this, to NS3 and NS4. Okay, save. Now this is going to take some time. This takes time to propagate, right? Now, something we can do is we can also set all the tribe aliases. So there's the tribe churches, info, net. We've already edited org, XYZ. I'm not sure if that is an alias as well. I'm going to guess for now and say it is. And here, look, I've got them all. I can click this name servers and say the same thing here for all of them. Save. Continue. So this changed all of those website aliases and to the DNS servers for our web host manager that's installed on Rocky 8. This means that any domain that we want to host on Rocky 8 is going to use these two name servers. And we want to host all the tribe aliases, right? As well as the tribe main website on Rocky 8. And this is that account on Rocky 8. And so think of Rocky 8 as a giant as like an apartment building, and each one of the websites as a set up apartment inside of that apartment building. They all have the same address. It's the same building, but each one is its own different entity and has to be configured. It has to have everything set up properly, and it's in the process of doing. So we are going to set up WordPress on this, right? And so let's see. We can install the WordPress using WordPress. We can use this, install it here. Yeah, I know. Okay. And let's see. Let's log in. Yeah, 405. It's because this thing isn't set up yet. The reason this isn't working, let me show you why. Okay. So, let's see. Update. Okay. We can't do anything about this stuff right now because the DNS hasn't propagated. A great tool to use if you're not aware of it is DNS Checker. I'm looking for tribechurches.org. Okay. So what this shows me, NS5 domain control, this is not our web servers. This is not our name servers, rather. We want our name servers to be, right? NS3 and NS4, usc20.org, right? But it hasn't propagated yet. So that's what this means here. DNS propagation means it takes time for it to actually propagate. And so we're looking at this, and it's still giving us that. So this, we're not going to be able to progress much here until we get that sorted. Now, there is a workaround. If you run Notepad as an administrator, right? And so this is my Notepad running as an administrator, okay? And I open, let's see, C, Windows, System 32, etc. Oh, drivers, etc. All hosts. So this Windows System 32 drivers etc hosts. This file tricks your local system's DNS resolver to whatever IP you want to assign to a site. In this case, right, we're going to say, look, we want to put this IP address as Tribe Churches. Now, I'm not going to save this right now. I haven't saved it yet. Just to show you what this means, okay? So I'm going to ping tribechurches.org. Okay, if I ping this, I'm getting the wrong IP address. See this? This is the wrong IP address for this. This is because it's still, right? Host, let's see, host, I think MX is the tribechurches.org. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Is that it? No. NS lookup tribe churches.org. Okay, so those are not my name servers, right? That's not my. These are not my name servers. This should say 165 blah blah blah, but it doesn't say that. So that's why we're getting the wrong IP address for Tribe Churches, right? Oh, good night. Okay, wrong IP address. Now I'm here. Remember, I'm in this host file. Right? I'm saving it. I just saved it. Control S. And then now I'm getting the right IP address. Okay? So I still can't use these tools on Rocky 8 because this just fools my machine. It's my host file that I just edited. Right? It's my host file that I just edited. In well, what is that mess? Okay. All right. So this PC, C:, Windows, System 32, drivers, ATC, hosts, Notepad. Okay, boom. So here we are. This is, so my local machine, when I go to tribechurches.org like this, right? It's going to see, this is because we have to configure this, but we'll get to this. Yeah, so now it's like, okay, who are you? My computer thinks that tribechurches.org is at the right IP address, so my computer can interact with it. So I'm going to just go back here, go down here to WordPress. Where is it? I must have blew past it. This guy. Okay. Okay, plugins needs database. Setup. Current password. That's a beautiful password. So I'm just getting this information. Booyah. I'm going to put it in my notepad over here, okay? I had one open a second ago. This guy. So I'm just here. Admin. I don't want to. Actually, I'm going to copy and paste this. This is actually smart, having an obscured user. So this is tribe. This thing. Booyah. All right. So I know this is my user. Okay. By the way, we can't fix this insecure business until this thing resolves. See, it's still not showing up right. Okay. It's still GoDaddy's name servers, which is trash. Okay. We're going to go back here to cPanel, and we're going to copy this password. So here we are. Boom. All right. Remember me. Log in. Okay. So, I'm logged into WordPress. I can't really set this thing up just yet because admin's not configured properly. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some general work here. I'm going to add the Cyber Evangelist user. Let's go Cyber. So I'm going to put this here. First name, Cyber, and just, you know what I might do instead? What if we just did this and then edited this guy? Let's just use let's change this email here real quick to this, because this will allow us to connect Cyber Evangelist. Okay. This email is what we connect through Jetpack. So, yeah, update profile. Boom. Okay. So, oh, okay, cool. I'll check that. Hold on a second. So it's using the Cyber Evangelist plus tribechurches.org at UC. So I changed it to this so we can use this to connect to Jetpack. So I'm going to go over here and take a look at the Cyber Evangelist email. Yes, it's me. Please remember my password. Oh, goodness. Gravy bacon. Can we not be so difficult? It's so tiresome. I'm sorry. Got to log in here. Using... Okily dokily. All right, so nope. Okay, we should be looking probably in spam again. Yeah. Not spam. Yes, this is me. Advanced. Continue anyway. Okay. That's spam. Cyber Evangelist. Is that password again? Nope. This is the user. Fired up. Okay. So we just fixed the email address so that it'll work with Jetpack. Now the thing is, I can't connect Jetpack yet because although my computer sees this tribechurches.org at the IP address we want it to be at, the actual server that it's running on still doesn't see it the correct way because the name servers haven't updated. So in other words, my computer can talk correctly to it, but nothing else can. Until this starts showing our name servers, which here we are. Look, New Zealand's the first one. So people in New Zealand are seeing the right website. Go figure. Okay. Where were we? Okay. This we're going to change to Tribe Churches. Okay. Boom. Let's see. Plugins. Yes, let's activate that. And let's activate that. Well, you know what? We're not going to activate that yet. We are going to auto-update it. And we're not going to have Hello Dolly. Hello Dolly is a plugin for like experimenting with, or if you want to learn how to write your own plugin, and we really aren't going to use the Tribe Churches website for that kind of thing. So let's get rid of that. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Here we are. Okay. So remember how we did this export all-in-one migration thing? I'm going to download this now to one of my storage drives. Let's see. Let's do this one. Play site backup. Let's do new folder, dfwicc.org website export. Okay. Save that bad boy. So, yeah. Is it downloading? Let's see. Is it downloading? Wait. Yep, it is. Okay, great. While that's cooking, I'm going to go back to our actual thing. Let me refresh this. Edit this here. So, where were we? We can't connect yet because it doesn't see things properly. Let's go and add a new plugin, and we're going to call this. I personally like that classic editor, classic widgets. Sometimes people want to put this. I'm going to leave it off for now. You can do that later. Definitely going to put word fence in here. That's already there. Here we go. Install this bad boy. Okay, this is the other one. So now the tribes.churches.org, we're installing WP migration and backup. Okay, so let's see. Am I missing anything? Quick double check. I think this is useful, and I personally use Contact Form 7, but I'll let you configure that as needed. And the import may overwrite this stuff. So we're not going to configure any of this stuff right now, because when we do the import, right, this migration import we're working on, when we do this, it might totally what's the word I'm looking for? Override everything. So we might as well not configure anything right now. Now we're going to need to see, maximum upload file size is 2 megabytes. Okay, that's puny. So we're going to need to push this file up in a different way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is here in cPanel. So I'm in the cPanel for, tribe churches. Okay. I'm going to activate secure shell and make sure that I have access to it. So here's SSH access, right? So I'm setting up SSH access for me. This is how I like to do this. I already have keys set up, but for simplicity's sake, I'm going to just import one of my keys. Let me call this Trogdor RSA. Trogdor. Okay, and that's the name of my machine. Okay, if you wanted to, you could put or this or something else. But for me, I know this is my machine. Okay. I use Sigwin. Not everybody uses Sigwin, but that's what I use. And oops. And I am going to okay. These are the two things here. I'm not going to put a passcode on my keys. I don't do that typically, but it is a good idea if you want to do that. Oops. Oh, snap. Sorry. Boop. Okay. All right. Now, I successfully imported them, but I still got to activate it. So even though it's successfully in, it's not ready to use yet. You got to click Manage. Authorize. So now I have secure shell access. Okay. Now on my side, my computer side, I have to configure it. So I like to configure a file that allows me to do this lickety split. The host is tribechurches.org. That is the host name. Port is, right now it's 22, but that's going to change. User is Tribe Churches. I think. Is that the user? Let me see. Yeah, manage, authorize. Okay, tools. User, Tribe Churches. That's right. Okay. Tribe Churches. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. ID RSA. That's the file I copied. I called it Trogdor RSA for me on the server side, but locally it's just my RSA file from my machine. Save that, close it, and let's see if it works. Now remember, my machine sees it at the right, it's the right name. Yay, okay, clear. All right, so I'm in. Why is this important? Well, you need a way to connect. So this is how I like to do it. I'm going to show you another way in a second. Okay, let's go to our downloads. Still downloading. So another way to connect is by creating FTP accounts. Okay. Let's do that here. I don't do this very often via FTP, but fine. FTP. Okay. File manager. I'm hoping that you could just use a file manager. We're not using email. This might be a challenge here. File manager. Okay. I don't know if you can upload a 3 gigabyte file via the file manager, but we're going to try. So, let me open. Okay, there's 1 minute left, so that's 1 minute. What were we working on here? Let's see. Let's see where our DNS is at. We had New Zealand coming in with the win here. Let's see what else is updated. Okay. These are the big ones. San Fran's a big one for us. Everything in the States is big for us because that's where our primary audience is. And so when San Francisco and Mountain View, Berkeley, when these are updated with the right name servers, then I can change my host file. Right? I can change this. I can take this line off. Right? You can see I've done this a few times before. Okay. Let's see where this is at. So this... Well, I'm going to try to do this way. And if it doesn't work, then I'll see about doing a workaround. But let's try it this way first. And it's finished. So let's see, where did I download it to? I think I downloaded it to the G drive. Let me see. Maybe not. Let me open this up. This is okay. I'm gonna go back to here and go to this place. Okay. So, Explorer here. Boom. All right. So, I got my file downloaded that I want to import. So, I'm going to move it into plugins directory here. I'm going to load it all in one WP migration. Maybe I'll put it here. Yeah, let me put it in storage. So, well, I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to put it. I guess it makes some sense to put it in storage. I'll put it in storage, see how that works. I can move it if I need to. So, drag, drop. Nope. Oh, that doesn't work that way. By the way, this isn't Google. You can't just drag and drop. I forgot. So now I need to upload. Now I can drop. Okay. That was a miss on my part. Okay. 48.89 gigabytes. Oh, that's cranking. Look at that. So we know we can do it this way. This is awesome. This will tell us too. This will tell us if we, because our file is not, it's only 2.56 gigabytes. So cool. Okay. So that means we're able to totally upload this file. And this is what we exported from dfwicc.org. It's our template that we're installing into tribechurches.org. So this is the one we exported. So we're done with this, right? We downloaded this and we just uploaded it into Tribe Churches. Okay, cool. Let's go back to that. So we are all in one storage. Okay, so now we want to import. from a file. Oh no, it's asking us to upload that file. Let's see. Okay, this wants us to import the file from, not from the server, but from, Let me see if I can, okay. I didn't know that it worked that way. That's kind of lame. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. So we're gonna just do this the fun way. Let's go to public HTML. Okay, you on the file manager you can't see stuff. You have to set over here and say, show me hidden files. Right? And now you can see the htaccess. So you had to click settings, show hidden files, save. Now you can see it. If you don't have this clicked, you'll never find htaccess because it hides it, which is completely lame. But I digress. So, save. This guy, we got to edit. Don't worry about these things. Just click edit. Don't touch anything underneath here. Just, I like to put comments. Added for all in one import. We know we have a 3 gigabyte file, so this 128 megabytes is dinky, right? But gigabytes, this is actually 10. I'll say 8. Add a few zeros, add a few zeros. Okay, so that's, let's say 12 gigs. 12 gigs, that should work. Okay, I'm going to save that. Oops, sorry. Save changes. Okay. Now that's the htaccess file. The other one we got to edit is the config file, right? So this. So wp config php file. Okay, so that. Okay, go back here. Save changes, close. Okay. Back to file manager. I'm still here, okay? Let's go to wp config right here. So I'm just seeing that here, okay? I'm going to change this to 12 gigs, 8 gigs, 3 million, right? Okay, so edit. Don't worry about encoding. It's fine. Okay, this stuff I'm going to leave alone. Okay, all this stuff I'm leaving this alone. I don't want to deal with any of this stuff. This is all auto installed. Instead, right here, okay, increase upload for WP all in one plugin. Okay, boom. Okay, now, oops, I got to close these comments. Okay, 12 gigs, 12 gigs, 8 gigs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to save changes, close. All right, let's go back to this and let's go import. Okay. Internal server error was encountered in the document to handle requests. Okay, so this means that something we edited caused a problem. So what I'm going to do is go here and edit this. Okay. I'm going to see if maybe I need to put this afterwards. Let's see. Let's put this afterwards. Boom. And then I'm going to see if this is the problem. So I'm going to comment this out. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, this is because it's 99. Boop, boop. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just seeing if this is what's causing the problems. Save changes. Okay, refresh. Okay, so what I learned is that's what caused the problem. Interesting. Okay, let me make double check. Double check that's the case. Okay. Wait a minute. This is htaccess file. PHP values cause 500 error. htaccess. Could be that. Let's see. Save. What if close? I bet it chokes. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it's just like which command it is. Maybe one of the commands is specifically mistyped. Sorry, this part of getting this stuff done is it could be that this maybe that's an incorrect upload max file size directive. I think htaccess is the wrong place to put this. I'm not certain that's the case. Okay, it may be. Let's do 1,000 megabytes. M. Oops. Yep. Okay. Save changes. Okay. Let's refresh. No, that's not it. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we put in there. It's choking. So what do we... HT access. I'm wondering if there's something here we're missing. You know what? Let's configure it from the server side. let's just add a few here and a few here. That's fine. Let's change this to 8 gigs, 12 gigs. Add a 0. Yeah, see, that's messed up, man. Okay. And now I do the same thing for 8.2. So I just use Web Host Manager to update the stuff because I'm not sure what's the setting that's causing the htaccess file to choke. This is 8 gigs. And add a 0 here, a 0 there. 8 gigs. Post data, it's 12 gigs. Add a 0 here. And this is 12 gigs. All right. Apply. So now we should go back to, well, let's make sure we clean this mess up first. So for whatever reason this isn't working, we'll just leave that alone. Save changes. Close. All right. Now this should say something different. Okay, so now we're good. Now here's the thing. We went through the trouble of uploading stuff, but that's not how this works. I forgot how it works. But at least we know that we could upload it if we needed to. I downloaded that to here, and then here, and then here. Okay, open. All right. So we're uploading it. Yeah, rock and roll. Okay. Okay. So now it's cranking through all the configuration and everything. And remember, we told it to change the name too. Go anyway. Oh, that's dope. Look how fast this thing's going. Boom. Nothing like restoring 47,228 files in a matter of seconds. Rock and roll. Remember, we did change the information in the database to tribechurches.org. So hopefully that will help us minimize tweaks we need to do after we did the template import. I'm not closing this. I'm just going to go to a different browser and I'm going to see what's going on with our DNS. Okay, we're still propagating, right? But New Zealand's on pet. How is it New Zealand got ahead of things? That's hilarious. Anywhere. Well, we're almost done. There are some certain things we're going to want to install in this thing. We got to make sure they're installed on this thing. That if they don't get transferred over from DFW ICC as a template, then okay, cool. Finish. Okay, here we are. Did it work? Let's refresh it here. Oh man, it might have the DFW login. Oh yeah, it does. So the login we made earlier was wrote over by so the DFW login is one we're going to use here. We could change it, right? I'm just going to use the cyber evangelist I know for okay, and the password I know where to dig that up. Give me a second here. Oh my word. Okay. Boop. Okay. Boop. Boop. All right. Close that. Close that. Okay. This goes over here. And we are looking for DFW. DFW. So let's get this login here. WordPress login for DFW. Here we are. Uh-oh. It might be under Dallas. Yeah, it's under Dallas. Okay. Let's hope this wasn't deleted. Sometimes people delete these. It's really not cool, but sometimes that happens. Okay, cool. We'll get to this. Remember, setting this up, we might want to wait. Okay. Sure, we'll do that. So, okay. PayPal, okay, form. That's all set up. That's been done. Tools, appearance, settings, users. Okay. There's a general settings. This is not tribe, world, sector, churches. A collection of churches in the the tribe family of churches in solid movement. Okay, I don't know. Something like that. I'm sure that Tim and other company will have thoughts on the matter. Okay, DFW will probably change that. That's correct. I would change this to Donna Cruz. Huh? Maybe we'll leave it at Dallas for now. You probably have access to that. Okay. Save. Okay. That's that. Okay. Let's see. I'll let you figure these things out. This stuff you may not want on a collection of churches. I'm going to click this anyway. We're almost done. I'm going to back this up. I usually put this in a general folder. That'll be perfect. Continue. Closed. Okay. Click here to figure. Sure. Save. We already did that. Continue. It's going to make me do that anyway. Save. Continue. So you can't set it up unless you download those two files, which makes sense because it could really cause problems. Okay, save changes. Okay, cool. We did this already, so let's go back to this. All right. Yeah, there's a lot here that needs to be sorted out in terms of what you're actually going to use on this thing. Yeah, that's all stuff you're going to have to configure if you want to use it. Useful stuff. I'll let you figure this all out. What I want to do before we go too far is I just want to make sure that this... See, it still's not propagating. It's probably going to take a few hours. So I'm going to let this sit until tomorrow. It's a little late here. So, but I know that the names... Oh, what we can do now... Actually, what we can do now is we can add the aliases, right? Tribe. Churches com info. Okay, so what we're going to do is back to this account. Okay. We need to create domains. So domains tool. Add this. This may not work because it does double back and check the DNS entries. So we may find ourselves at an impasse. Because it's going to try and check and see. Yeah, so it's not going to let us add these domains until this business of the name server being updated. Like, you know, it would work if we lived in New Zealand, but it doesn't. We don't. So same thing for this, right? Like when you search for this. Okay, so Canada, United States, a few places got this .com update. Right, others they're not propagated yet, so there's not a certainty. So it hasn't spilled all over the internet here, right? So, you know, and XYZ. There we go. Okay, so it's slowly coming together. We'll have to do that at another time, but I think you understand the general process, right? We use the export. We created and provisioned a site here, right? This is not even using, it's using barely any of it, so it's good. Cool. Anyway, that is migration in a nutshell. I will leave this open, right? Because I want to double back on it. In the meantime, I think when you get a chance, you can go ahead and add the aliases here under the domains, right? You can add them here. And when I do it, I just say, I'm just say XYZ because it's cool. Share the document root. If you don't do this, you're making a subdomain, right? And so that means you can install a whole nother site there if you wanted to. And I don't think that's what you guys want to do with that. And I know it says, this setting is permanent. You can delete the domain and re-add it later. That makes sense. And it's going to check. See, it's like, oh, can't find the name servers because the propagation hasn't finished yet. XYZ. Yeah, anyway. But hope that helps. That's all. In terms of the process, we got all these set up to the right domain names. I think the trick to keep in mind is the host setup. C:\Windows, System32, drivers, etc., and the host file. You may have to make sure that you edit as... I opened Notepad as an admin because Windows won't let you operate unless you have admin privileges on this thing here. So hope that helps. I'm available for questions. Give me a call if you got any of them. But love you.